aerosol spraying or aircraft seeding?
So what kind of spraying are you doing?
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm just asking you some questions about how you get a permit for aircraft seeding for weather modification.
You would have to submit a complete letter giving the name of your meteorologist, how many years experience you've had, what your program is, what you're planning on doing.
Okay, so does the permit have a cost?
Yeah, we haven't charged long. There's only 2 permitted lots of years in the whole state.
And can you tell me who that's been by?
One of them is North American Weather Consultants.
Yeah, I guess that's a legal notice that I found in the Tribune. Was for them.
Yeah, they do a large part of the state, a lot of counties in the state.
So are they doing research for Utah or specifically, or do you know?
The state helps pay for it. They do it for different sponsors.
Yeah, I noticed there was a list
Well,
of
there's
county
4 large
governments.
projects.
What was that?
I said there's 4 large projects that North American does,
Oh, they do 4.
and they're large ones. I mean, they do the South Slope of the Uinta Mountains. They do the Western Uintas. And then there's the Northern Utah project that includes the mountains on both sides of Cache Valley and Raft River Range out north of Silver.
Okay, so I noticed that this last legal notice they had posted in, I guess they were going to start in October, and then they go through the end of May.
Yeah, they actually start seeing in November, but yeah.
Okay. Is there any limits as to who can get a permit? I know that you mentioned a meteorologist. Do you need to, is this...
There's some criteria that you have to meet. And that's actually on our website if you want to look at it. They have to have a meteorologist with experience. They
Okay,
have to tell us what they're planning on seeing,
okay.
whether they have financial responsibility or not.
Okay, what determines that?
Now, North American Weather Consultants have insurance policies.
Okay, so,
Cover any lawsuits or anything.
okay, so, how would somebody prove that they were injured by whatever study they were doing? Do you guys keep records on what they're doing daily?
We keep records. They furnish records. They're actually keeping records, and then they furnish. And they just tell us how many hours they've used each month. All they've got is they've got some silver iodide cloud seeding generators. They're nothing more than they have a propane flame and they feed a silver iodide solution into it. That real fine solution is put into the air where it's got enough draft and can move upwards in the cloud.
Yeah, I kind of looked at how they do that, but it does say on their legal notice that they'll be doing some aircraft seeding. So what kind of solution do they use for that?
In Utah, they don't do any. They do it in California. And they, I think, would like to do it here, but nobody's got that kind of money. They can, the main seeding is done with flares. They actually burn a silver iodide flare.
Uh-huh.
But they're not doing that in Utah. Somebody's paying that kind of money to get it seeded.
Okay.
They're doing it in Santa Barbara, California, County in California.
that is and what they're spraying?
What are they spraying? I mean, there wouldn't be anything with the cloud seeding. There's no storm activity. And we don't do any airplane cloud seeding.
Okay, because they're all over the sky today, so I just wondered how you guys keep track. I mean, who keeps track of who's flying over and what they're spraying? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, see, we don't have anything to do with it. It's not cloud seeding.
Yeah.
There's no aircraft cloud seeding in Utah, and we don't know.
Okay. So do you know what agency might have that information?
Do you think they're spraying something, or are they just flying overhead?
No, I recorded them. I'm taking several photos, and it's kind of ridiculous. I think I'm up to about 12 to 15 planes already.
Is it jet planes, or what are you seeing?
They're really high in the sky, so all you can see is the trails that they're leaving behind.
The contrails.
And then they basically, you know, we had blue sky this morning, but now it's just like wispy stuff in the air.
Yeah, most of that's water vapor. If it's a jet engine, it's burning hydrogen and putting out water. This product.
But water vapor eventually evaporates, and this is not evaporating.
Yeah, it'll disperse eventually, but it stays for quite a while when the conditions are right, because this is up in the stratosphere, up above the clouds.
Yeah, because I've been kind of doing a little bit of research, and they say that within a few minutes it should dissipate, and this is not.
Well, I remember observing it as if there for 20 minutes, a half hour or so, just the contrail.
Yeah, this is like, the other day I noticed that it was 3 hours later and it was still up there. So you don't know who that is, and who would know who it is?
Well, the only thing I know of up there is just the normal traffic, so I don't know of anybody that's spraying up there.
Yeah, it's not
I would know
Salt Lake.
anyway. They don't ask me.
It's not Salt Lake International planes at all, because I can see those planes and they're not spraying anything. So what do you think? I mean, this kind of sounds like news to you. What do you think about people that we don't know about spraying stuff in the Utah sky?
Well, it would be a surprise to me, because I don't know of anything that should be happening.
Okay. Well, I guess I just need to kind of figure out maybe where I can find out who knows. You know, maybe it's not okay with Utahns that we're having this stuff sprayed in the air. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who. I mean, you can find out from air traffic control, I guess, what planes are up there, and they'll tell you. I don't tell you, but
Yeah. Okay. So, on the permit cost, is there like a minimum, or?
there really is. I mean, it's the contractors that we're paying for, so we don't just collect the permit and then charge them. So we haven't charged for extra money for this. Like I said, there's only 2 of them there actually cloud seeding.
And the one was the North American
Weather
Consultants, and then who was the other one?
they're in Sandy or whatever, and the other one is Emery Water.
Amory, okay. I actually did see their legal notice yesterday,
Yeah,
so,
they're the only 2.
okay.
And they just do down there by Jones Valley Reservoir and the Wasatch Plateau right there.
Right,
There's only 7 generators there, so
okay.
they're a propane type. And what they do is they just put out propane gas and freeze.
Right.
A
Yeah,
little different from the silver iodide.
yeah. Okay, well, Dave, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
today. Let's see, what is it? 16th of May, 2014. I just was in South Salt Lake. Came out, looked at the sky, and spotted the Geo-Engineering again. I needed to stop and get you some photos. We got a couple of planes in the air right now. One on the lower end by this light pole. And then there's one up here. But I'm just going to take a quick shot of the sky. I'm in Murray, Utah. This morning it's about 11:30. So, oh, wow, there's another plane. That makes a total of 3 planes that I can see right now. There's some lines left from previous passes. So, there you go. May 15th. I did check my calendar. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in Sandy, Utah now. It's 2014 is the year. I'm just catching a plane in flight right now, but I just wanted to stop at this point right here, kind of give you an idea what's happening in our skies right now. I left home about 10:40 to run some errands. I could see that our sky was already going to be messed with today, but I came out of one of the buildings where I did business, and I got ready to drive away and looked up and was already seeing aerosols in the air. I'm kind of pointing northeast right now, working my way to the northwest, but it was a lot more defined earlier, but you can kind of see that was a cement truck by this construction site. I'm facing southwest right now, working my way due west. Oakers over there. Anyway, you can just see what the aerosols are doing in the air right now. So it'd be nice to have some unfiltered sunlight for once, you know. God created it for a reason, and we keep messing with it. And I was behind a Prius driving through Murray, and sorry to say, but your little Prius has got nothing to combat all of this. And here's another plane over here to the north, making its way across the sky right now. Sorry, I'm kind of in a construction zone right now, so it's kind of noisy, but you felt guilty about using your hairspray, your deodorant. Do they even make spray deodorant anymore nowadays? you know, painting your lawn furniture with your spray can, your spray paint. Well, we got nothing on this. So. I'll record it for a bit, but I guarantee you there's more of this coming. We do have a Geo-Engineering, or what they call in the public legal notice section of the Tribune, weather modification. But I don't even know if this is Utah doing this kind of stuff today. Looks like there might be a total of 3 planes in the air in this direction right now. But there's a company in Sandy that's located in Sandy that's authorized to do this spraying through the end of May. And apparently all you need, because it's the law here, is a permit and probably some cash. I'm not sure how much, but I'll try to find out. I can't believe how many cars are coming through here today. And trucks, cement trucks. Seems like one of the noisiest places on earth right now. And once again, I'm using my iPhone to record this, so I apologize for the video because I'm just trying to point and shoot in the direction. I cannot even see my screen because of the reflection. I've seen at least another 3 planes. Like I said, I'm having trouble counting them all right now, coming from every direction you can imagine. There's one far away right there that I'm shooting. But yeah, it's still just around noon in Sandy, Utah, May 15th, 2014. It's May 15th again. I'm back at my house now after running errands. Caught this plane. But you know, we have a lot of transplants here in Utah. From the East Coast, such as New York, Connecticut, places like that. They come here because supposedly our economy is good. And they like our national parks, but there's also people from California that come here for the same reasons, for the economy. But I haven't been to a town hall meeting yet where they don't bring up how bad Utah's air is. And, you know, I'm kind of sick of hearing it, but just knowing, doing my research and finding out how long this has been going on in Utah. You know, you can't blame all of this on the inversion. It's the beginning of that chemtrail pointing south of my home, towards the south end of the valley, Salt Lake Valley. This thing goes for miles. And you can see how the sky is all aerosol sprayed from all the planes that have been out. But then the plane dissipates through those clouds. Manufactured, by the way, aerosol clouds down to the northeast of the Salt Lake Valley, Wasatch Range. So, you know, oh, well, here we go. Here's another plane. But maybe if these people, these transplants would look up and learn about what's going on in the sky. This is just Utah, but I'm guessing that it's going on in every state because they're trying to reflect the sun back into the atmosphere with these aerosol spraying apparatus that they have on these planes. And you know, they're creating such a big hole in the ozone because of what they're doing here. And I remember in the early 70s, maybe it was even the 60s, I was a child then, but they were talking about how we need to quit using hairspray and deodorant because we were creating a hole in the ozone layer. But I found out through my research, in Utah alone, we started spraying in earnest in the 60s. Before that, yes, but in earnest in the 60s. And Utah made it a law that you can do weather modification, whatever broad spectrum that may include, in 1973. So anyway, this is just part of it. We are ending up with a huge mess today. Okay, I just took a bunch of pictures and sent them to Skyler Alert. I'll catch this plane before. Came from the southwest. Making its way across the skies of Sandy, Mid-Valley, Utah, in the east-northeast direction. May 15th, 2014. I'm looking at the sun because that's where the plane is, but you know, I refer to these planes as small and large. These planes are so high in the sky. They have got to be huge. And today, since it's such a mess, I don't know whether this is the federal government or the weather modification project that's going on in Utah right now. They're supposedly authorized to spray silver iodide. But the stuff on the sunny days, I'm not guaranteeing them yet that that's what it is. It's going to be another day of filtered sunlight. Which people like me that need their vitamin D aren't too happy about. Anyway, there you go. Oh, look at that. Another one. those days where there's so many planes flying everywhere so quickly. It is impossible to catch every one of these things on video. I just made an X in the sky in the plane that I previously filmed. So there you go. Okay, it's the 15th. It's a little past 6 in the evening. I just wanted to come out and show you the results of the spraying today. There you go.